of the tournament. Congrats on your win. I'm just calling you to see how you're feeling after your win against Let's Get It Ramo.
Let's Get It Ramo.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
What the hell does that mean?
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Smith.
Suck right now, guys.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Houston Rockets. And for Houston, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. LeBron James in action tonight. Doesn't always log the same minutes he used to, but Shaq, if the game is close, last 2 minutes, he really puts fear in your heart.
Well, LeBron can't be stopped physically, even at his age. When he's in the zone, it's nothing you can do.
I agree. He can win close games.
I deeply apologize. I might not be able to stream it in 1080p. See how it works.
Hey, I need to see when I'm done talking. AI, how you feeling? You feeling good?
Yeah. Thanks again.
Charles, my office.
Let's go.
I'm back on the line. I'm back with the
slow down. Yeah. Fuck that.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland. And they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
And that's what it comes down to, execution, especially when you're on the road. Can you follow your game plan? I thought they were awesome in that game.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, we know James Harden hits that step-back three a lot, and Mike D'Antoni says most coaches would think, okay, he had a tough shot, live with it. That's some hard living. But it's one of the most lethal shots in the game. Kevin?
Yeah, with that pump fake, he can get to the free throw line too, DA. There's just no answer. And the front court matchup definitely one to watch. It could be a battle of wills tonight in this one.
I agree with you there. They both got tremendous skill, but it comes down to the mentality. And I'm interested to see who actually wins the battle of wills, asserts himself the most.
It's stolen by Capella. Gordon against James. And stolen by Kuzma. Zubac kicks to AI.
Nice.
Lays it up off the glass.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against New Orleans. Paul with the three.
That's all.
It's hauled in by Zubac.
Point guard.
Inside.
Gotcha.
And Kuzma slams it in.
You know, I think Kuzma's the kind of guy you've got to push out of the paint. When you don't,
I'll be dropping dimes, man.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets.
Trying to play defense. And I think this Harris guy is like an actor. I just want to know. Yeah, see that guy right there? That's the, it's not a real person. That's not a real NBA player. I don't even know what I'm doing now. Anyway.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
There's some defense.
Takes a shot at the elbow. The shot's good. Harden's got 8 points.
On the floor
hey, you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't
I'm not gonna do these
fast
plays.
on him, he'll burn you.
Then kiss my ass.
Over in the corner, Zubac. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
Ingram, he's checked in for Harris. Nene, he's checked in for the Rockets. P.J. Tucker comes in for Fareed. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Gotcha.
Lonzo
Oh, damn,
Ball
he
comes
stole
in for
that
James.
shit.
Houston also making some changes.
Well, LeBron's
Gerald
not
Green,
out there no
he's checked
more.
in for Harden. And it's
That's
Austin
kinda-
Rivers in for Chris Paul.
Pass it in the inside.
Lakers trailed by 4. Pass to Zubac.
Bucket.
Buries it from three-point range. Zubac has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Try to
And it's
give me
Houston's
some
ball.
steals.
Poke loose.
He's quick, though.
Here's Rivers. He picked up 12
Gotcha.
points in their last
I
one
got him.
against New Orleans. Gordon against Beasley. Shot clock at 5. Here's Green. Rebound the Lakers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this
Pick and
Rockets
roll.
team.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a
Pick and roll.
4-game season series between the two teams.
I tried to
Guys
dish it,
looking
but
to take game 1 tonight.
and I pushed the
Very
button and
interesting
didn't
to
want
see
it,
who
so
can
I
land the
let it,
first blow.
you know.
And for Houston, they're shooting an impressive 60% early.
Stolen.
And here we go. First
Dime.
break, AI's got it. Good on the shot.
Ballin.
He's got his first bucket of the night. And
Ballin.
look at how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the
Nice.
fast break, transition
Give
opportunity.
me the ball.
They're
Give me the ball,
really
bitch.
keeping it up tempo so far.
Give me the ball.
AI outside to the middle.
Kick it back out. Kick it back out.
Zubac's with it. Nene on him. And yes, it's good. And
Took him
now
too
a
long to
5-point
do that.
Los Angeles
He
lead.
must be a
I mean, the
scrub.
number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Rivers dishes to Gordon. Back to Rivers. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
got a
Rivers has
C+
got his
right
first 2
now.
points.
And their post play has
They
been
have to get
really
more
solid
Pick
right
and
off the
rolls.
bat.
Pass to Beasley.
Super shit.
Lays it in
So I
with
get my
an inch
assist.
of room around him. And the Lakers lead by 5.
I'm on the bench. I'm trying to
Ball
get off the
movement on
bench,
this run has
motherfucker.
been
Like, I'm trying to ball.
fantastic, and is a big part of why they've been able to get these
This
good
is life.
Shot and game clock
I'm not spending no
separated by
real
5.
dollars on this game. I'm not spending no real dollars.
And
Oh,
they
shit,
double
I'm off my...
Gordon. Here's Rivers.
Get that shit out of here.
Rejected by Izzo.
Get
And
that
there's
shit
the
out of
foul.
here.
It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. Nine seconds left here in the opening quarter. Rivers in
Nope.
the corner.
Nope. That's a brick. You
A
suck.
three-pointers
What?
on target. Rivers has got
What? All
It's
right.
just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
You know,
Bucket.
both teams scoring at a really steady clip. If you like good offense, you've come to the right spot.
I gotta
This
loosen up.
is your game.
Well, it's been a high-scoring, competitive game. Through
Once
the
I
first quarter
loosen
of
up
play.
and start really balling, because I'm on the Lakers. I'm with LeBron and them, but I'm on the
We've got a
bench.
minute now. Let's hear what it was like for AI in his first NBA game.
I look back on it, and it was just a surreal experience, you know, getting the call up, joining the team. Everything happened so fast, I didn't have time to, like, overthink it or overanalyze it. So it was a bit of a ride, but, I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way given the circumstances.
And that first game must have been a whirlwind for him.
Joining the team when he did with that much on the line, that's a lot of pressure to drop anyone into.
To the ball.
AI showed, though, he could
don't
handle
want no
it and
trouble.
prove to be an asset.
I'm going to burn this guy. I'm about
And
to...
close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams
Oh,
can jump
wow.
up the second quarter. And taking a look
Wow.
at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Yeah, nice beginning so far. This is how you play out of the gate.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Ingram is out there with Beasley. Then it's A.
Bucket.
Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Ball in at the 2 spot.
Well, you know, one of the things about Mike D'Antoni is that he's an excellent offensive mind, but he gives his players so much confidence.
I got to learn how to play deep. Get that shit out of here.
Strong, but with the Rockets last season,
You
they
better
actually
dunk
were a
that.
lockdown team at times. D'Antoni answering those critics about not being a defensive-minded.
That's how we do it.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense,
so
and
quick.
guard play
See,
over
so
isolation and post-ups.
He's
As
quick.
a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much.
I'm calling the play.
And D'Antoni back in the catbird seat after some difficult seasons with the Knicks and the Lakers.
Yeah, I love Mike D'Antoni. Love how he comments.
Got you.
interacts with the
I'm
media
pulling.
and how he
I'll
handles
shoot
his
that
team.
shit in your eye.
The team committed to
In
shooting
your
the long ball,
eye.
and he gives his players a lot of freedom and confidence.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
They mad.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense
Get
has to
mad,
be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping
I'm
this.
trying to start.
The Lakers making a switch here. James is checked in. Rockets trail by 10. And it's Paul penetrating, knocked away. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
You know, it's really quite remarkable
I gotta
how
get
well
8
Paul
plus.
operates on the inside. I mean, he's not just a perimeter player. I mean, if he can get in tight, he's going to do it.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Off the inbound, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Kuzma
I
not
don't know
only has
about
great
that.
skill, but his
I
balance
ain't
is
trying
so
to hug
good.
that
Even when he
dude.
gets bumped around, he still finds a way to score.
I didn't press that
And
button.
no doubt that the steal of the 2017 draft was Kyle Kuzma, taken 27th overall.
Hey, people get all hung up about where guys are drafted and how they end up playing either below or above their draft position. Hey, this thing is more art than science. We've seen it for decades. Guys fall, guys rise, and then production isn't commensurate with where they were drafted. Hey,
Shoot that
more
shit,
art
man.
than
Oh,
science.
my God.
Kuzma is a big-time baller.
I
He
guess
just
I got
happened to be
my,
drafted
I
later
got
than he
points for
should have been.
that. So that matters.
This is what he likes to do.
I
Try
want
to
to steal the
break
ball
your
from this
spirit.
fool.
Yeah, I think he's trying to put this one away.
Nice, nice. Oh, no, I messed up.
And he can't.
Count that one.
I
The
messed up
Eyes
the
got
highlight,
11
though.
points.
That was stupid.
And a good
I
example
threw it
there
back.
of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Pressing buttons and
Vitally
shit.
important. I mean, if you relax for a second, you're cooked. You're toast. They learned that lesson.
Nice.
And here we go. Kuzma heading to the hoop. And Kuzma slams it in.
Boy, fun watching Kuzma find a way to get out in the open court. The young legs on display there.
Rockets trail by 17. Harden surveying the D. To the inside. Paul rejected by Izzo.
It's just one of those games for him so far. Nothing seems to be finding the bottom of the net.
Zubac, that's good.
And this is the tempo you love to watch. I mean, get out fast before the defense can get set.
Yeah, it's really paying off here. Fast break points accounting for their last 8.
Now a timeout called by Houston. One of the buzzwords we hear all the time now, Clark, two-way player. But when you
I'm
were
doing
out there,
okay.
everyone had to be, it seemed to me, a two-way player.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's interesting when you see some of these terms that come into vogue. There's not much that's new under the sun in terms of the game. And clearly, two-way players were as valued in the past, even before me, as they are now. I just think
Give
it's
it the
part
rock,
of
you
the
greedy
language of
bastard.
the game now.
Oh,
where it's
damn, I
more
missed that.
prevalent.
Sorry.
Harris is checked in for the Lakers.
Go
Hey, the
kick it
terrific
out of you.
instincts and timing that Fareed has, coupled with his
I missed
reach,
the,
lets him block a
an
lot of
open
shots.
guy right there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Houston moving the ball around. The three from Harden. Another miss by Houston.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those two in the first quarter.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
Boy, I really like the way he's stroking the ball. I mean,
We
knocking down
ballin'.
a bunch of his shots and really being efficient.
We are balling.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Houston's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable.
Ballin'.
No good.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide.
Oh, you
here.
passed for LeBron,
Yeah, you know,
I
it's
understand.
one of those days. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Sometimes it's just not working for you.
Get off the court. Get him out of here, coach. That guy's a bum.
Guys, if they're going to make a run,
That
no
was a
time like
stupid
the present.
penalty.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we had to expect a better game than this. Been very ugly thus far.
Here's Paul. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
I think he's got to regroup and get himself together here. I mean, something's gone wrong with him this quarter. He's really fallen off.
That
How
dude,
many
he's trying to get
times have we
brownie
seen a
points and
possession
shit.
like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Well, Greg, you knew that the Laker front office and Magic were going to do everything they could to bring in big-name free agents, and they succeeded. They got the biggest name of them all in LeBron.
LeBron coming to L.A. completely shifts the mindset of this organization. Team was very busy the rest of the free agent period as well. Still made very aggressive plays as a team that is looking to win now.
Los Angeles making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Here's Izzo. Again, Los Angeles.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Well, I tell you what, Greg, their offense has really been productive this half, and I absolutely love the shots they've taken so far.
Oh, my
Here's
God.
Paul. Rebounded by McGee.
Boy, incredible effort on defense, refusing to give him an
LeBron.
uncontested layup. Nothing easy.
No one covering. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Izzo, the pass to Kuzma, and James throws it down.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty, an incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Harden finds Fareed. Kicks it out to Paul. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Paul's got 16 points.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for AI.
They put me on the bench.
Half, so far, fairly one.
Halftime now.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, you were a key facilitator for your team in the first half. How rewarding is it for you when the offense is that smooth?
Yeah, you know, it's great. I mean, there's nothing better than bringing out the best in your teammates. Tonight they've been moving really well. You know, guys just setting screens, and they made it easy for me to get them good looks.
You knew what to do when you got those looks in the first half. Kevin?
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
So I'm not doing
And as we dive into the second half,
superstar
we'll find out if the
status
next two
shit,
quarters are any different from the first two.
I'm
So
balling.
far, in Los Angeles with some changes.
I'm off
Zubac
the
is
bench
checked in
now.
for JaVale McGee. Brandon Ingram comes in for Kyle
Gotta
Kuzma.
demand the
and
ball.
AI is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. Harris, good.
Adept at scoring from any area of the floor. Harris, a guy you got to stay up on.
So on the floor for Houston, Paul and Gordon are the backcourt pair. Clint Capella is out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Green in at the 3 spot.
Good ball.
Here's Izzo. Count the bucket.
Nice.
And he's got a free throw coming up as well. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them,
I'm
guys,
gonna get
with
Chris
more than
Paul
a few
to foul
steals
out.
over the course of the ball game.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Nene, he's checked in for Capella, and it's Austin
Yes.
Rivers in for Paul.
Give and go.
And Eric Gordon, top 3 in the league,
Yes.
and 3-pointers made the last
To LeBron.
2 seasons running.
Yeah, he's done it 2 years in a row now,
That wasn't
making
a give and
over
go.
200
That was a
triples
pick and
in the
roll.
season while coming off the
That's a
bench.
give and go.
Impressive.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc.
No excuse for that kind of defense. I'm
He's
positive they're
beating these
upset
fools
about
by
that.
like 30 points. Pick and roll.
Now,
LeBron.
AI. 16 points for him.
Shoot that. What?
And Harris wide open. He shoots.
LeBron.
Yes, it's James picking up the
Don't
assist.
play.
LeBron's
Give me
got
my
5
shit.
assists tonight.
I get mad anytime I drop a dime and
Here's
somebody
Rivers.
pass
He's
somebody
guarded
else.
by AI.
I'm like,
Back to
yo, don't do
Rivers.
that shit.
Over AI. And Houston again.
I don't
with the
give a
bucket.
fuck if they open.
Just a positive force
You shoot.
right now for these guys. And though his
Like that.
team
What?
has fallen a bit short,
I'm an idiot.
it's not because of him.
I'm an
Let's
idiot.
now pause and
That's-
take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests
Can't
for
believe I
Houston.
did that shit.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Beasley comes in for LeBron. And Ball subbed in for Harris. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Houston with it. That's
Oh,
tipped.
shit. Dude, I'm
And
still.
here we go.
Ah!
AI heading to the hoop. Bucket is good.
Nice.
AI has got 5 points now this quarter.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Hey, that's a big piece of the pie when you're talking about winning basketball, fast break points. I mean, because
I'm not
most
fast,
of the time,
though, man.
those are easy hoops.
From
I can
deep
get those
Green,
steals, bro.
and the
Shit.
3 ball is good.
And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
How many moves do I have?
Now, here's AI. He's guarded closely. And there's
Damn.
another one for the Lakers.
And when he breaks out the
I couldn't even
crossover,
complete the
you can be
combo
sure
move.
He's going to leave somebody in his way.
Nice.
Here's Zubac, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And guys got
I got
careless
20
with the
points,
ball there,
9
and
assists.
the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Nice.
There's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard
Calm
with the
down.
teams that last season scored the most second-chance
Calm down,
points
sir.
in the NBA. The Lakers second.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Poked away. And here we go again. The Lakers on the break.
Nice.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better.
Guys, I hope we get to see a few more of those.
Rivers kicks to Green. Back to Rivers. And some nice passing there by Houston. Gordon against Ball. They kick it out to Green. Shoots over Ingram. And it's Green missing.
Boy, they ran the offense well to get this look. Even though he missed it, I think they liked the shot.
And
Good
that
shot.
one's good. Ingram.
No stopping
I was about to
Ingram
be
when he's
mad.
in rhythm, especially when he gets a pass in the spot he loves pulling the trigger from.
Oh, nice.
Pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Ball's running.
And since they come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused
he
here in
almost
this
hit
second
that.
half, and they're getting good results.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, delivering the blowout. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, great work. We're pushing the pace, we're making the extra pass, and we're being patient. Beautiful on offense.
Giving credit to his guys, Luke appreciates how they're working on offense.
I mean, they are humming along right now, and he has got to love it as a coach.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Hart is out there with AI.
Pick and roll
It's
offense.
Zubats. Then it's Lance Stevenson, and it's Beasley in at the four-man position. That's who's in the
Shoot
game
that
for the
shit.
Lakers. Zubats, that's
Quit
good.
playing with it.
Their interior has been inferior.
Don't be a nerd.
Defensively, it has
Like,
got
come
to tighten
on,
up.
man.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the
Like
last 10
one of
points
those
they've
90s
allowed,
movies.
8 have come from in close.
Trying to become a good team.
Here's Rivers. Another shot. Got a hand on it.
We're the bench brigade and shit.
Now, here's
Like,
AI.
we got to be the
He's
best,
guarded by
the
Knight.
best bench ever. All right.
Down low. And
Oh.
stolen by Chris.
That wasn't good.
1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Knight picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. They'll give it up.
And hate to make a mistake there. Have to stay focused.
Greg, I think they're just giving the game to him at this point. Can't make those kinds of errors.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Zubats. We always talk about the need for front court players who can both shoot and defend along the perimeter. Clark, if we're taking that in mind, who would you point to as the prototype for the new school big?
Well, I think the guy with the most potential in that regard is Joel Embiid. I mean, he's agile. He's got a nice touch. He's got
wow.
range. He's got
What was that
post-up
about?
ability. And I think he can become an impactful defender because of
in the
his physical attributes.
It's
So
still
he
balling
would be
now.
the poster guy for me in terms of the potential prototype for the new school big.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
I'm not at 8+
And
yet.
so Knight will bring it up for the Rockets. Kicks it to Nene. Passes to Rivers. Floats one up, and he lays it up and in.
Resplendent release on the floater. When executed correctly, it's a beautiful, effective shot.
Inside. And the
Damn
Lakers
it. How am I missing
again.
my alleys?
A chance to check out
I
Los
think it's 'cause
Angeles'
the team
upcoming schedule.
Chemistry's
On Monday,
off.
they'll be playing against LaMarcus
they don't know me
Aldridge
like that.
and
They
the
just
San
don't,
Antonio
you know.
Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they
So I
head
need
out on the
to
road to
overcome
face
that
the
by
Suns in
dropping
Phoenix.
dimes
And the
better.
matchup against the Nuggets, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And that one's good by Stevenson.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Harden on the wing.
I'm
Puts
off of
away.
him. I'm
And they're
rubbing
on
my
the break.
eyes. Shit, you better dunk that shit.
And the slam dunk by
Nice.
McGee.
Well, I like that he shows no hesitation there.
Well, that's as easy as it gets, quite honestly. Riding solo and coasting all the way to the rack. No simpler than that.
Harden kicks to Nene. Now the pass tonight. Ennis in the corner. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Pass to AI. That ball.
No way,
that
dude.
time from Stevenson. AI's got 9 points now in just the second half. Harden kicks tonight. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
LA has gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. AI dishes to McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
That was pretty.
Good-looking bounce pass to set
That
up
was
that
pretty.
We've played
That was
just
like
over
some
3.5
old
minutes
school
now
pick and
in
roll
the fourth
shit.
quarter. The feed to Nene. Sinks that one from the post.
Look at the intensity of Nene, one of the strongest guys in the game. Phenomenal at scoring the ball inside.
Izzo, the pass to McGee. And that one, good.
Every time.
McGee's got 6 in the quarter.
That's how you do it. Every time.
Building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Yeah, he's clicking right now, and at the right time, too, Greg. I mean, playing with a bunch of confidence in this fourth quarter.
Chris kicks tonight. Outside for Nene. Knocks it loose.
Oh.
And stolen by AI.
Go, go, go. Dunk that
Jumps
shit.
up. Another possession.
Dude, are you kidding me? That's how we're going to do it.
15 assists.
I got
He's been one
15
step ahead of the
assists,
defense
man.
all game long. Now here's Harden. Defense right on him. Clarkson, G League salaries on the rise due to two-way contracts.
Oh,
Yeah, and I
man.
think some of it is a function, Kevin, of the league's
My eyes.
prosperity and success as revenues continue to grow. But I don't think it's a handout. I mean, when these guys get called up to the NBA, they've got to continue to be ready to produce and contribute, because at the end of the day, it's about production if you're going to make your way into the NBA.
Here's Harden on the wing. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
And once Chris gets the position he wants, he is throwing it down with a vengeance.
Izzo, the pass to Beasley.
It's so
Kicks
easy.
it out to Stevenson. Now
That's
AI.
that shit back. You know how we do.
Inside and stolen by Chris. To the paint, stolen by McGee. AI dishes to Beasley. Not wasting any time and taking the
Dropping
shot and knocking it
dimes.
down.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And the
Nice.
officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
You know, can't afford these kinds of mistakes right now, Greg. It's as simple as that. And they're making it hard on themselves.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. P.J. Tucker, he's subbed in for Marquise Chris. Gerald Green comes in for James Ennis. And it's Austin Rivers in for James Harden. Here's
Almost got
Rivers. Rebounded by Hart.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Down low. Taken away
Damn
by
it.
Nene.
Now AI switched up on me.
It's Rivers on the wing.
The AI knows now.
Off target with his three.
It's
Well,
like you ain't
surprising
doing that no
he
more.
pumped
I'ma
that
still
one. I mean,
I'ma still
especially
do
since
it.
the
Watch.
defense
I'ma
was
still do
nowhere
it.
to be found.
Well,
I'ma
guys,
do it like
was
this.
never really a contest, just a total
I'ma do it like that.
obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the
Play some
passing
defense.
in
We
terms
killing
of
'em.
finding the open man
I'm
gave
trying to
them
get those
the higher
stats,
percentage
though.
shots. The ball movement
Give me the ball.
was key
Give me the ball.
for the win.
And so with this, they'll end up
No
with their
showboating.
second
Give me the
win
ball.
on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times.
Two
this
more
season, Greg.
assists, and I got 20 assists, dude.
Early, and you're going to be
in a minute. Let's see if I can do it.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible
I really don't
performance
care
for
about
AI.
playing defense.
Well, I love the force that he showed
ball.
on defense, using all
Pick
of
and
his
roll.
lift to deny shots. He was their anchor tonight.
Stolen by Tucker.
Well, I won't get it now.
Pulls up. The Lakers with the rebound.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Floats it up for Beasley. Stolen
Wow.
by Tucker. Tipped away. And even 3-on-3 break. It's Rivers on the wing. Back to Tucker. Howard
Wide
down after
open.
the assist. Let him into the lane.
Yeah, you know,
Trying
Tucker's
to
a
get
little
stats, I'm
undersized,
messing
but he
up and
makes up
shit.
for it with leaping ability and reach.
Here's Izzo. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a tremendous offensive night for you. How did you find that rhythm?
You know, I just went out there trying to follow Coach's game plan. I mean, we all did, really. You know, he knew exactly what we needed to do to win this game, and we all just stepped up and got it done. Simple as that, really.
Well, the execution was on point all night. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you later.
Oh, hey, AI.
What's up?
Griff has a few questions for you. Right this way.
Okay, sure. Yo, what's up, Griff? How you doing, man?
AI, you really had a breakout game tonight. What would you say contributed most to your performance?
Well, I've been working hard in practice, and you know, my teammates have been a big help in helping me get my game up to speed. Long way to go, but it was nice to see some of that hard work pay off tonight.
A team player, of course. Probably helps that you got the win, too.
I mean, that's always the number one goal, yeah. But, my teammates wanted just as much as I do, and, it was great to be able to play a larger role in helping us to get the W.
Spoken like a true veteran. Thanks again, AI.
Sure thing.
Thanks, Griff.
We all set? How we doing?
Yeah, great interview. You're good to go. Thanks.
Thanks, Griff.
Thank you.
His chin is big. Trying to get the teammate chemistry up. I'm a gangster. I'm doing that. And 20%. They just took away one incentive. Hell yeah, you guys are idiots. Hell yeah, I'll do that. That's how you bluff somebody into more money. Man, they juice you though. They be juicing you on this shit, man, making you feel like, oh, I gotta fucking deal with Foot Locker, and I just counter offered, and they took the bait, because now I'm getting, that's a good size of fucking money. That's good, you know, good I changed it. Shit. About to make some money right now. Me my money. We're going to the neighborhood. Go get this check real quick from this nice lady.
Oh.
Hi, I'm Veronica, Nikaila's partner. Check for you.
Great. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So you're coming off 2 wins already. Your first one, pretty dominant win against Doza. How did you feel going into that game, matchup-wise?
Matchup-wise, I felt like he was going to be probably one of my hardest competitions out of the whole tournament because we played multiple times, and that's my friend, so we know each other's game a little bit.
So you knew his play style?
Yes, I knew his play style.
Okay, you think that was an advantage for you?
Somewhat, but I would think so because I changed my play style just yesterday, so that helped me. It didn't hurt him.
That may explain the, how badly you beat him. He might have not known that was coming. He was expected something and got something else.
Correct.
All right, and then so moving on, in your next matchup, you had Beezus. That was definitely a tighter one. What did he do that made it more difficult on you?
He was just sending stuff at me. Like, it was a different look. He just was moving. He wasn't really just standing still on defense. That's what it was. And his offense was more difficult because of J.R. Smith.
Yeah, that card is that card's tough to guard. Is there anybody on your roster that you've been using specifically to expose the other teams?
Usually it would be James Worthy because I worked so hard to get James Worthy. I have to use him. My offense runs through James Worthy. He's, the facilitator. I have him at point guard.
Are there any adjustments you're going to make going into the next game?
Depending on who I play, I get to sit back, scout, and watch the games, luckily, so I can sit back and think of what I would do against each opponent.
Yeah, you definitely have a leg up getting those 2 done early. Now you can sit back and check out your competition.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for coming on 2K TV, and good luck with the rest of the tournament.
Thanks, man, for having me.
All right, see you later, man.
Back to the action with trolling? Jinsanity takes the blowout victory against Speedbrook and even dropped 14 points with Amethyst Porzingis in 6 minutes. Mr. Hollywood went with the starters-only approach again, but 21 from Wilt couldn't stop TJ Everyday, who gets into the console semifinals.
Switching platforms, we have Globetrotters getting a 25-point win against Bob with a good old-fashioned double-double from Wilt. Finishing out the second round, FMB also gives some love to Amethyst Porzingis, scoring 8 points with him to get the 4-point win. Hey, FMB, congratulations on the wins in the first 2 rounds. How are you feeling after those?
I'm feeling real good. I'm excited to play the next round. Both of us was the 2 favorites to make it to the championship, so it's going to be a good game.
So your last game against Trey was really close. What was your strategy going into that?
My strategy is always to use my mismatches out there with my lineup. I got a 7-3 player playing small forward, so it kind of caused a lot of confusion on the court. And I felt like that's what won me the game at the end.
What players specifically have you been focusing on using on your offense to run your offense?
Well, Porzingis, that's my little special player right there.
You're running a lot of pick and pop then?
Yeah.
Did you equip any shoes on him?
Yeah, I got some shoes on that brought his 3 to a 99.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so that's it's hard to guard a 7'3" player when he's got a 99 open shot 3.
Especially if you don't get that contest. It's almost automatic.
Yeah, definitely. All right, man. Well, I don't want to keep you too.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And the pregame warm-ups wrapping up out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Lakers going up against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, it hasn't been the most lively start to the season for them, just 1-3 through their first 4 games. But they can start things moving in the right direction with a win here tonight. And a 30-point outburst from AI last game. Kenny, has he surprised you with his ability to score at this level?
You know, I really didn't realize he'd be so assertive. I just thought that he'd be a little bit more passive, but he just came out and says, look, I have a sense of what I need to do offensively, and I'm going to get it done.
Ernie, don't correct me. I'm about to say a word that I know it's not a real word, but
don't
it doesn't
say feet
matter.
work.
Oh, Ernie, I didn't
don't
think.
Say feet work.
Ernie, I didn't think his
don't
feet.
Say feet work.
Ernie, I didn't think his feet work would be so polished. He sees the floor extremely well for a young player.
Footwork.
Feet work.
Oh, my gosh.
Foot is 1. Feet is 2.
Yeah,
you ever see a guy play with 1 leg and 1 foot? No, thank you very much.
That's great footwork.
Feet work.
Then.
I'm leaving.
Please, you and me and my feet are going.
I'm just leaving.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
luck out there.